Guys, this is definitely going to be a good one. Singer, actress, songwriter, author, serial entrepreneur, and one of the most iconic voices of all time. Tamela Mann has made an incredible impact on both the music and entertainment industries. She began her mainstream music career with Kirk Franklin and the Family before venturing into a successful solo career in the early 2000s with her debut album, Gotta Keep Moving. Over the years, she has garnered countless accolades, including Grammy Awards, Billboard chart placements, Dove Awards, and Stellar Awards, just to name a few. Tamela is known for her role as Flora in Tyler Perry Productions and sitcoms like Meet the Browns and Man and Wife. Now, with nearly 20 years as a solo artist, Tamela is blessing us once again with her new album, Live, Breathe, Fight, which is already climbing the charts. She's been married to her husband, David Mann, for 36 years and continues to inspire as a gospel icon. Tamela, it's a pleasure to have you with us. How you doing?
Wow, man, you didn't have to read out. I'm doing great.
Thank you.
Wow. I'm just like, geez. They sent you a lot of stuff. No, but I'm really grateful. Thank God for the accolades, but I just like being a home girl. Like we were just talking, we're both from Texas, and just to be able to bring inspiration and joy to people is that's like the highlight of me and my husband's life. So it's like to bring joy in that way. And, music is one way to get to the soul. And I just thank God for my gift. I really do. Thank God for my foundation.
Thank you for that. Well, we're going to jump right into it now. First things first, I want to know, what's the first thing that Tamela does when you first wake up in the morning? What you do?
I try to say thank the Lord for the new day, or I made me and Brother David may make a joke, and sometimes we'll just wake up and we'll do like this. We'll just be right in each other's face and just wave. It's something so silly. But it's just, I usually just get up and thank the Lord for the day, and or pray for whatever it is, depending on what's about to happen in that day. But try to say a little prayer. I'm not going to say I have a long devotion every day. I don't.
Right.
But I get up and make me a cup of coffee, drink some water, a cup of coffee.
Come on now. I heard that.
and then we just, look, we hit it. Like this morning, I kind of just laid there for I got to get up. I got to get up. I got to get up. but it's not, it's pretty easy, pretty easy for me. Then when we get ready, days of filming, then that's another kind of day for us to rush. But that's right. That's pretty much it, y'all. I'm regular.
Regular. Good cup of coffee and some water, and she good to go.
I'm good to go. Because sometimes
and a little wave from you and David.
Yeah, sometimes I may make him breakfast, or he may make me breakfast. It just depends where we at in our heads.
I love it. I love it. Now, I'm not gonna tell no stories, Cora. Me and you have something in common.
Okay, come on, what is it?
Tamela, my husband thought I was crazy when we first met because I used to always sit in the car. I think the car is one of my zen places, and I heard that is one of your go-to places. Would you tell us? Can you share why is the car one of your peaceful places?
You know what? I think really, honestly, y'all, because it's quiet. Yes. It's quiet. I can choose to turn the radio on. I can choose to answer the phone, and I can just sit in silence. Because sometimes when you think about our worlds, it's always, I'm not going to say it's chaotic, but there's always the noise. Yes. So between my closet and my car, I feel like my car is really, I can be, sometimes I say I have to have that me time. I can go there and just be by myself, to just gather my thoughts. I can pray to me without any interruptions. Yes. Or because really it's like me talking to God like he my father, because I don't have a earthly father, and I'm like, Lord, I just talk to him just like me and you are talking right now. And that's why I feel like my car is a good safe haven, because I can do I can have the privacy that I feel like at that moment.
Yeah.
You know, you don't feel like that all the time, but it's just like you just might need that moment, even if it's a cry moment. You know, a cry like, what is going on? You know,
Tamela, listen, I listen to like different like motivational speakers, or I'm watching one of your shows, or I'm just like, let me get a word from someone. I'm in my car, child. And I can literally just sit there and just get whatever I need. And then sometimes when I need to take a breather, I go out there and I will pray. I am good for the good old quick 30 minutes. Listen, I was sitting in that car. My husband like, why are you sitting in the car so much? Honey, I've been there to give me 5. Take 5. Take 5.
It is. It's like that is
good.
That's good to know, because I didn't know. You kind of like the first that I have ever said that to me as well. So it's good to know that I'm not alone.
You're not alone. Well, let's talk about your new album. How did you come up with the name? Live, Breathe, Fight.
Well, I had some producers and some writers working with me, and I have been just talking out different situations that I have been dealing with like for the last year and a half. And I was like, man, I'm just really in a rough place. I never would have thought that I would be here. And the song came about. It's like they came and they was like, we're going to talk about this. So I just, after, speaking with them, and I was like, this is the perfect title, I think, not just for me, but for so many other people, because a lot of times, a lot of us are dealing with a lot of the same things. They may come at a different time. It may have just a little bit of different twist, but family issues are family issues. I don't care who you are. I mean, because you have it with your immediate family, you have it with your outside immediate extended family, and, but it just happens where a lot of times, a lot of the pressures fall on one or two people. It's almost like you may be I feel like me and David are the go-to people. Not just because money, because it was happening before we even got a little change,
Right.
But it was like, we can go to A-Town and Uncle David and ask them or talk to them. So it's always been that. But we're living like heaven, especially with being believers. I'm living like heaven is my destiny. I'm breathing every breath with purpose.
Yes.
I'm fight until I get the victory. So to me, that is like an affirmation that I'm pushing to the world right now. Y'all, that we got to keep living, even though the moment may be rough. You can't quit, because mental health is really, I've noticed it more in our community than I ever have in my life. I'm 58 years old, and I never would have thought to see so many of us taking our lives now. And not taking our lives, but taking out their families.
Yes.
Lord, we need your help to let people know we got to keep living, you got to keep breathing, and you got to keep fighting. So, don't quit, because we do. When we all got a call, we have a purpose. That's the breathing. You got to keep breathing. You're here for a reason.
That's right.
Don't feel like that it's over for you. A lot of times we feel like we're the only one, like what I was just saying about praying in the car. We feel like I'm the only one that do that, but we're not. You're not alone. So don't quit on yourself. Keep fighting. And it is. That's why you deserve to win. That's another song that's on the album. It's just really songs to encourage us to carry on. To, just that God can do all things. You can do it. It can happen for you. All things can happen to you. If you believe, it can happen for you. But it's just, that's how the whole album came about, with Live, Breathe, and Fight.
Wow. Thank you for sharing that. Your ministry is so authentic, and you're such a real woman of God. Some people be putting on the play, but
that hurt my heart right there.
I hate to hear that. Woman of God. For people that have dealt with church hurt, or people that have been able to kind of say, let me, I don't really believe no more. Let me just kind of just see what else is out there. We get icons like yourself, real faith believers. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Well, you're welcome. And I really do want to be that light.
Yes, ma'am.
In the darkness, because I feel a lot of times when we're out here walking about, we're in a lot of shade and a lot of darkness.
Yes, ma'am.
Just really want to be a light for those who are watching. Not that I'm perfect. I'm not perfect in no way,
Right.
Flaws and faults just like everybody else. And that's why I think what happens is when it comes to the body of Christ, that when we fall or we make a mistake, people don't forgive us, but everybody else, everywhere else can fall and make mistakes. And we're so easy to say, oh, it's okay. And,
right.
And also, when you were talking a few minutes ago, the Lord just gave to me that when we get half church hurt, we fall away.
Mm-hmm.
But when you have work hurt, you don't fall away from your job.
Come on now, that's a word.
You go, you keep going, you keep getting in there. You keep going in there. You may be rolling your eyes a little bit and taking a couple deep breaths and sighing quite a bit, but you are still
clock
there.
back in. Mm-hmm.
You're still there. Mm-hmm. And we can't allow, to me, that's a distraction from the enemy to keep us from really getting what we really needed. Because it's like, even with the pandemic, I feel like, especially in our community, Black community, we used to always, I don't care if you went out on Saturday night, you was gonna get up and go to church on Sunday.
That's right.
But now it's like, oh man, I'm gonna watch online. But we really don't, you don't give it your undivided attention, because we're making coffee, we're making breakfast, we start laundry, you start folding clothes. Are you really? And I feel like that's where our falling away is coming, because we're giving attention to everything else but God, until it's time when trouble comes, when the storms come, the hurricanes and all of this, it's like, okay, man, I got to get back. But we got to stay there.
That's right.
So it's like, we're already there. If you're there, you're already there. It's like, Lord, I need you to cover me while this storm is coming through.
That's
but
right.
Not like, woo, y'all, we got to run to the church. Stop by the church. We got to stop by the church then. But I just want to encourage the viewers and the listeners to just remember our upbringing. Remember, even if, because a lot of our kids are not even getting church like we got church.
That's right. That's true. That's true.
And it's like, they don't know. All they know is social media.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like they living their lives according to that. So I just want to encourage us to just stay close to the fire.
Oh, thank you, Tamela. Integrity. In the music industry and entertainment industry that's so demanding, how do you maintain your integrity?
Well, when we go into a room, we try to set the tone. It's like, I can't go and do, because I just don't do what everybody do. I'm not.
There you go.
But I go and I'm all about fun, and I'm the biggest laugher, if you can call it that, than anybody. So it's like, I love to have a good time. I love to have a good time, and I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna speak to everybody, and I'm just gonna be me. I'm gonna represent who I'm trying to represent. That's how I keep because I remember that the Lord is watching. So I just have to remember, I want to make him proud. So I think that's what really helps me keep and hold my integrity, because I'm remembering who's looking down and looking on me at all times. So it kind of keeps me from straying, because the Lord's eyes are in every place, beholding the evil and the good that I'm doing. So I have to remember, I ain't gonna lie, y'all, when I was growing up, I could be getting ready to do, with somebody, I'd be like, oh God. It's like, it's almost like I could just feel the rays. But I've always had conviction. And I think that's honestly what's kept me this far.
Powerful. I don't know about you guys, but if you don't have your pen and your pad, I'm taking notes, because we are in church right now, y'all. Listen. Tamela, speaking of you growing up, were there any musical influences within your family? Because I know family is really big to you, but were there any musical influences within your family?
My mama sung. My father, I really didn't know my father. I was conceived and they kind of just did what they did. Okay. But he really wasn't in my life. But I heard from my uncles and my mom that my father sang. I never heard him. But I think it came from my mom and my dad. And it kind of grabbed hold to me early. I was like going to rehearsals, because I'm church. Y'all know I'm faith-based. I was going to church. That's how we did. It was free. That's why.
That's right. That's
We're going to the entertainment of church. But it was just a blessing of how God just really had his hand on me early. And I didn't realize until like I was doing the song Hand on Me that's on the album Live, Breathe, and Fight. Like, man, God has just favored me from early on. So it came from my parents. And I'm just really grateful for the gift that God gave me. Because to me, you know that I feel like that's the one thing. I'm not trying to be like nobody, but I feel like I'm assured of that is what I can do. And that I can give like 100% without feeling shaded in any way. I don't, and not matter what anybody say, but I just feel like that was my gift that God gave me. Even though he gave me quite a few of them, but I feel like singing was like my number one gift.
Thank you. Well, I just want to say really quick, congratulations on your 11th number one single, Working for Me. Yay. You made history as a woman within your genre. And it's so amazing just to hear the entire album. Before we even got into this interview, I was praying, me and my husband was praying together, and I was listening to the album. And your newest single that's out right now, Deserve to Win, Listen. Woo.
I like how
Woo, listen, Tam. When it comes to ministry, what do you expect for your audiences and listeners to take from your shows, from a live performance? Because really quick, I took my husband to see you live.
Okay.
And there was a whole family affair. And I got dressed. I was so cute, honey. My lashes was on point. By the time we finished the show, I was at the altar, eyelashes falling, wigs flying. You were still singing, and I was like, Lord, how do I go back and sing with my husband? We were dating at the time, but I know what I got from seeing you, your family, and also you literally ministering. What do you expect for your audience to take from your live performances?
I want people to take home a nugget, something. Just so you know, before I go out every night, I pray as a group, collectively with the whole group, with the musicians and everybody, sound and everybody. I want to, for those who may not be believers, I say, but I just would like for us to be unified. So I ask the Lord to go before me, let the people hear him and see him through me. So it's like, go before me to touch the hearts of the people to receive that you're giving me. That's a part of my it's like a part of the routine prayer. Yes. But I want people to walk away with some hope, some inspiration, to know that even though when you get home, it's rough. That's like even with working for me. It's like we're trusting and believing God that he's working in my behalf before I get there. It's like I'm here at church, but when you get home, that's one of the, I'm saying it's already done. It's like I'm trusting that something that the Lord is going to give me is going to help you through that night, through that next day, through that week. Because it's like, I want us to be able to play back something or play even this music from Live, Breathe, and Fight that's going to help you that, Lord, I trust you. I can carry on, that I can do all things. It's like all these songs, you deserve to win. It's like big facts. Okay, let's start with yourself. Look in the mirror, take a look at yourself, face the facts about you, or things you need to change. So I just want always people to take home something that was said, and not just, I don't want just a feel-good message. Right. Oh, I feel good. But I want you to know that whatever you're dealing with, you can take it to the King, that God provides, that you can be changed.
Yes, yes.
That you can be changed. These are songs that we're singing that he did it for me. So all my songs, they're based off of stuff that I've dealt with. And I'm like, Lord, what do I need to give to the people for us to get through? So I want them to walk away with some hope, some faith, some encouragement that they can make it.
Thank you, Tamela, again for that. Really quick, Tamela, we know that you have the Tamela Mann collection. And we also heard to the grapevine that you're on YouTube with Mr. David Mann and Mama Mann's Kitchen. Yeah. Could you quickly tell us about these amazing ventures and how did they come about?
Thank you. Well, Tamela Mann collection came about because I was trying to find some things for myself, and I started with athleisure and also with my shapewear because I always wear shapewear, and I'm like doing it all the time. But I wanted comfortable shapewear, something you can wear every day. But you can go to tamelamann.com to follow me on that. I have new shapewear that's out now, y'all. I have a new latte color that matches, us skin.
Come on now.
So, but it was just really finding something like I like leggings, but I wanted something that was good quality and you couldn't just see through them. So, the cost is because I put more into like the fabric. I want it to be a nice fabric, something that gives you a little hole, but you can't just see through it. Because sometimes, in some leggings, we see us before we see us.
That's right. Yes, come on now. Especially on stage, you'd be like, "Oh, okay, that's what she got on." We see. Okay, that's what that is. Okay.
Yes. So that's how Tamela Mann collection came. Tamelamann.com is where you can get it. Also, just so I can remember, y'all, I also have it where you can get the hard copy CDs for those who want hard copy CDs for Live, Breathe, and Fight. You can go to tamelamann.com. And also, I have it. I just added it to the collection so we can ship that out. Oh. So Mama Mann's Kitchen came from my daughter's boyfriend. He always called me Mama Mann. So he was like, Mama Mann. And then he was like, we could do that. And then my son and us, he came together. He was like, man, we should do a cooking show. I was like, I love to cook. I was like, I just don't know. I don't want to have to talk. So now they got me talking and cooking at the same time. So, but I love to see people eat. So cooking is just a part of it. And I just came about Mama Mann's Kitchen to try to encourage families to sit down and dine together because you learn so much when you sit down and eat with your kids. I mean, that's kind of a way like while they eat, you ask them a question about school, it's gonna get answered. You're gonna find out the truth, or you find out what's or the untruth.
That's right.
So why you eating? This happens for all of us. It's like just like that's how meetings happen. It's always over dining. So and I wanted to do meals that encourage people to get back in the kitchen, and you don't have to be in the kitchen all day long. Just and do a quick meal in your family to sit down together. So that's how all that came about. Go to Man TV for Mama Mann's Kitchen on YouTube, and you can watch all the episodes that we have and other stuff that we have on there too.
Awesome. Tamela Mann, this has been such an amazing, awesome interview. Thank you so much for your time. Do you have a few minutes to play a quick game?
Okay, sure.
All right, guys. Again, Tamela, we love you and thank you again for coming and spending a little bit more time with us. But we're going to play a quick game. Are you ready, Tamela?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go.
I never.
Okay. I trust in you. I got you. Okay, you got it.
Okay.
All right, Tamela. Multiple choice. The first question is, complete the lyric. The stars at night are big and bright. A, in my heart. B, driving the car. Or C, deep in the heart of Texas.
Of course, deep in the heart of Texas.
Yeah. Like a Southern belle. Come on,
yes.
girl. All right, here we go. Who had their first hit with the song, If You Had My Love? Was it A, Patti LaBelle, B, Mary J. Blige, C, Jennifer Lopez, or D, Monica?
If you had my love.
That ain't gospel. Look.
Yeah. Y'all see my eye? You said Patti.
Mary J.
If you had
Jennifer Lopez.
You had my love, or Monica. Monica? Mm-hmm. Is it Monica?
Final answer?
And I know for sure.
No, it was Jennifer Lopez. That's okay. That's all right. Here we go. We know she was with Kirk then, so we know what was happening.
Y'all found it.
She was with the family child. Look. All right. Now here's a little gospel question for you.
Okay. Woo.
Who is known as the father of gospel music? Is it A, Andre Crouch?
No.
B, Thomas Dorsey? C, Kirk Franklin? Or D, James Cleveland?
James Cleveland.
Final answer?
Yeah, James Cleveland.
It is Thomas Dorsey.
Well, he started it.
Yes.
He started it. Thomas started it, but when it came, well, I guess it's almost like that was a hard hand in hand.
That was a tricky one, right?
It was, because James was like, he introduced the top. Well, okay, Thomas Dorsey did introduce it.
If you want to talk about the godfather of gospel,
okay,
there we go. Y'all better hold on, because you're getting a couple of notes right here in the gospel right now. Okay, look, take notes, guys. And here we go. Now, this is on behalf of Mama Man's Kitchen. Okay. This is what we're looking for right now. I'm a little hungry, Tamela. Here we go.
Me
What's
too.
on Shirley Caesar's Thanksgiving menu?
Okay.
Is it A, beans and cornbread, B, beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, or C, fried chicken with ribs?
What? Shirley, she got beans, greens, tomatoes, you name it.
You name it.
I got beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb.
Man, it has been such a pleasure to speak with you and honor to have you on the show. Thank you for coming to Iconix Radio. And we know you have to go. We love you. We appreciate you. You are the voice of our entire world and life. And we could not do anything without listening to a little Tamela Mann and watching you and David on TV. Thank you.
Well, thank you. Remember, everybody, live, breathe, and fight. Thank you so much. God bless you. Thank you so.
God bless you.
He came
God
in.
bless you too. My husband is running in here really quick. Oh, Mr.Iconix wants to meet you as well.
What's up, David? I just seen y'all traveling in Memphis at the Church of God Christ convention. We played basketball when it was the family in Memphis. Yeah, we did a whole lot. And then we seen y'all in Savannah. We just seen y'all traveling all over.
Oh, wow. God bless y'all.
Thank you. We'll see you soon. Iconix Radio with the one and only Tamela Mann and the iconic David Mann. We love the Manns. We'll see you guys soon. Be blessed.
All right. God bless. Love y'all.